In a few hours from now, the matric class of 2021 will know how it fared in the National Senior Certificate exams. Basic Education Minister eNCA will make the announcement this evening. Sizwe Nxasana is the founder of Future Nation Schools. He's joining us now just to give us his expectations ahead of the announcements of those results. Mr. Nxasana, good afternoon, and thank you very much for your time. I do know that besides being a founder of Future Nation Schools, you were also a driver. At the time, you were in the private sector, of course, of the foundation of the National Education Collaboration Trust to improve our system of education and management of schools in very poor areas of our country. As you sit here today in 2022, looking ahead at the matric results of 2021 during a pandemic, what are you expecting to hear?
I'm still the chair of the National Education Collaboration Trust, so I'm still involved and working with government very closely. In fact, immediately after this interview, I'm on my way to the announcement, starting with the technical announcement of the.
So, what are you expecting? What are you expecting? What are you expecting to hear?
So the expectation, clearly, we all know when the impact of COVID has been significant. But, you know, the department and the minister have made very good decisions. So making sure that, especially as far as the grade 12s of 2020 as well as 2021 are concerned, there was no trimming of the curriculum, because if that would have happened, it would have created an environment where this class, if they pass, everybody is going to be looking at, well, this is not exactly the right kind of pass. So we do expect that there will be some decline in the pass rates. Not too materially different from the 78% last year. So because, you know, the young people and schools and teachers have worked really hard to make sure that the grade 12s continue to succeed. Obviously, with the support of parents, with the support of a lot of other partners, the NECT has been at the forefront of arranging partnerships with various parties, including the media sector, the technology sector, and so on, to make sure that learning and teaching continued at schools. So, but nevertheless, COVID has been a real issue. The lived experience of these young people has been tough for them. So it is going to be slightly, you know, lower, I would imagine, and I'm expecting that. But obviously, we'll wait and see what happens when the announcement comes out later today.
Okay, maybe that's the percentage will be lower. But from a quality perspective, Umalusi saying it's satisfied with the quality of the 2021 matric results. If you're looking at quality, what should we be looking for in order to make an appropriate assessment?
So, I mean, we all know, you know, matric in this country is big stakes. In other words, you know, it's a really big assessment and that examination that takes place in the lives of young people. So when it comes to quality, there are a couple of key measurements. We know in this country there are different categories of passes. There are bachelor's passes, diploma passes, certificate passes, and obviously those that did not qualify. So we'll be looking at how that actually looks like compared to the previous years. But, you know, when the department results, they will announce particularly what is happening with the quintile 1, 2, and 3 schools, because over the years, we've seen the improvement in the pass rates, very good quality pass rates in those schools that serve, you know, poor households. So we expect to see a continuing improvement in those schools, which is really good because, as we all know, education changes the lives of a lot of those, not just young people, but their families, the communities in which they come from, and so on. So we expect to see the trend of improvement of the participation of the lower income or schools based in lower income households, which is very important. And then there are other indicators of quality. For instance, we all know we live in the fourth industrial revolution already. So looking at, for instance, some of the critical subjects, such as mathematics, physical science, computing, is very important because those subjects, as we know, are particularly important in allowing young people to go and, you know, some of the science and technology and so on.
Okay. Mr. Sizwe Nxasana, I will have to let you go. Thank you very much for your time. He's, of course, the chair of the National Education Collaboration Trust, plus also the founder of Future Nation Schools. He's on his way, as he just told us, to that announcement later today by the Minister of Basic Education, Angie Motshekga, of the National Senior Certificate Matric Results of 2021. Just giving us a sense of what he is expecting to come out later today.